Hey guys, Derek here. Welcome back to the channel, or welcome for the first time if you are new. We are back to watch another episode of Agatha All Along. This is episode 6. Last episode, while super short, was also really good, and we got the reveal of Billy Maximoff in all his glory with Billie Eilish's song "See Me in a Crown" playing, and it was so good. This episode is substantially longer, and I think it's going to be a flashback episode because the thumbnail has Billy and another guy in a car, and I think that's the same guy that called him in episode 2. That was his boyfriend. So I assume we're gonna kind of start back from the beginning with him and see where, how he came along this journey and why. And I'm pretty excited. So, before we jump into this, if you end up enjoying my reaction, please leave a like on the video. It means a lot to me. If you're new here, hit subscribe, ring the bell so you're notified when I upload. And then if you want to see the full uncut version of this reaction, consider supporting me on Patreon or joining YouTube memberships. You just sync up your own copy of the show and you can watch along with me. But, other than that, let's jump into another episode of Agatha All Along. Familiar by thy side. Interesting. Didn't realize he was Jewish. This is his bar mitzvah. Who the heck that lady? Hey, I know him. He's in stuff. He's usually mean and stuff, though.
Vayachivu lifnei Adonai, Eish Sarah Asher Lod Siva Otam, V'teitze Eish Mi lifnei Adonai.
You're having fun.
Who, me? Never.
Here. Have you eaten anything? Okay, perfect.
Oh, look at you.
Rebecca. Oh, these must be the Kaplans. Pick him up. Oh, I wonder... Palm readings. Is this gonna be Lilia? Did he know her already?
Welcome to the Curious.
It is her.
Are we looking behind us or ahead?
I have. Don't tell me everything. I don't want to know too much.
Okay. Not in a position to be making demands here, buddy.
It's clear that a long journey lies ahead of you. This journey will be one of great transformation and... Your lifeline is broken in two.
That can't be good.
Not for you, but...
I wouldn't worry.
You're gonna die.
Tower reversed.
And a new soul will enter your body.
Love the vibe in here, though. It's very early Argento.
You don't need to be a psychic to see that you're a good egg. Enjoy the now, baby. It's the only thing that's certain.
That's fair. So, did she just not remember him in the future? Oh, she's the one that put the sigil on him. And then she forgot. That's why. That's why she doesn't remember him. The police?
Sorry to interrupt. We've just been informed there's something happening with the anomaly in Westview.
Oh.
As safely as possible.
What's going on?
Sweetheart, I'm so sorry. I think
It's
we have to go.
expanding. Dang. They're just getting the radio waves of it. Interesting.
Mom! He's out!
Okay, so the near-death experience in the credits was about him.
Got William. William! William!
Is he okay?
Damn, son, he got
William, can you hear me, baby?
smoked by that window.
No. Coming, hold on.
Okay, and then this is where Wanda's Billy's soul enters him.
Tommy!
Hey.
Rebecca!
Oh, you all right? You're gonna be okay. Are you okay?
Is he breathing?
Oh, and there she is. She didn't recognize him either.
Hey, buddy.
Hey.
Hi.
This is where you'd say, since when do you call me buddy?
Would I?
Seriously? He's gonna make fun of it.
I'm doing my best here.
It's fine, just please don't fight.
What do you mean?
We're not fighting. Everything's okay. We're
He can read
here with
minds?
Yeah. Sorry.
That's trippy.
And the really good news is you're cleared to be discharged as soon as tomorrow.
Oh.
Well, only if you're ready. Are you? Ready?
My mom would be like, you better be ready. We ain't spending this kind of money to keep you here. An extra day? That's like $6,000.
Greg!
The dog always knows something's wrong.
God, this is so hard. When will you remember?
Yeah, I don't understand what's happening right now.
What? What is it, honey?
Please stop. Please stop. Please just stop.
Stop what, buddy?
Favorite restaurant.
Lost.
Has to be something.
It's not funny.
Anything. Just give me my son back.
Okay.
Stop worrying! Maybe you're right, Mom. Maybe I just need to see my room.
She said that in her head.
Maybe when I come back down, we can have dinner. My treat.
Your treat. You gonna make it? Okay, so the kid liked magic. He's like, why the frick do I look like this?
I'm William Kaplan. I am William Kaplan.
Well, we know he's not William Kaplan because he can say the name.
I had fun.
I always have fun with you.
Geese. To smochy smoch.
I'm gonna say it. I can't not say it.
You love him.
I love him.
Sorry, I just. I need to tell you something.
Really? I need to tell you something.
Yeah, me first.
Okay.
So this thing happens when I'm with someone I care a lot about and they're having intense.
It's called an erection, Billy.
Irony's not
I'm into it.
the car accident. I never told you about it, but I died that night. And when I came back, I was different. Something else. Something more. I'm not
Yeah?
William Kaplan. At least, not entirely. Nothing in my life has felt normal until I met you, but I want you to know the truth. I want you to know the real me. Whoever that is, because I love you too.
Two?
You love me too.
I love you. Period. For the first time.
He also loves you too.
I do have one question.
Just one.
Can you read
If
my
you're
mind?
not William Kaplan. Who are you?
Oh,
He's gonna think you a freak.
instructions, please. I'm gonna need you to hide those arms.
It's too warm in here.
At the exact moment we crashed, that anomaly was collapsing.
Or that big red dome thing in the sky.
Exactly.
I thought that turned out to be some Avengers training exercise gone wrong.
Kind of, yeah.
What? Look at her skin. That level of flawless should be illegal. Here.
Hey, so what do you think
That's
this
so
really
funny
is then?
that they had an ad for her.
People who were there refused to talk about it. But I did find this guy on Reddit. He used to live there. I'm supposed to meet him tomorrow.
I'm adorably trusting.
You're gonna meet a stranger from the internet.
Couldn't have met him somewhere with lights.
One that you met on Reddit.
I think that's him.
What if it was Evan Peters?
Who doesn't want to get murdered?
What if it was Ralph Boner himself? Is it?
Craft Crazy 17.
You must be Bonerific 60.
No way it's him. I was joking.
Thanks for coming. No one else would meet with me.
You're not wearing a wire, are you?
For what?
Don't worry about it. So what did you want to know?
Everything.
Start with what you remember.
I remember everything. Wanda had the whole town acting out this weird, sad sitcom plot.
Wanda Maximoff?
You want to hear this or not, Bob? It was like watching yourself on TV inside your own head. But you couldn't turn it off. It was not a good time.
It drove him insane.
Please don't ask about Agatha Harkness. Please don't ask about Agatha Harkness. Please don't ask about Agatha Harkness.
What do you know about Agatha Harkness?
Come on, man!
Who is Agatha Harkness?
She's an ancient freaking witch who will F your shit up, all right?
F your shit up.
Wait, Mr. Bonerific! I just want to talk!
Fine, fine. You want the full deal? I'll tell you.
What a freak.
Agatha hijacked my life. God damn it! She called me her husband,
Oh yeah.
but I was her puppet. She stole my house. Completely. ruin the market value.
Weren't you a FBI informant?
I held this really nice lady hostage in my attic. I was a terrible influence on one of Vision's kids. And I poisoned a dog.
Agatha didn't kill him, you
Wait,
did.
Wanda and Vision have kids?
Had. Past tense. Twins.
What were their names?
Billy. And Tommy.
Tommy.
The little speedster. And his mind-reading brother.
Okay. He's getting some inklings of who he is.
What happened to them?
Who knows? I mean, Wanda's dead. Word on the street is Sword used Vision for parts. And the twins.
They cease to exist, brother.
I think they got sucked up into that red bubble thing like everything else Wanda made. After that, I cut and run. Left my entire Blu-ray collection behind.
Oh, devastating.
Keep my Bowflex.
Agatha can keep my Bowflex.
Word to the wise. Don't go sniffing around there. Or you'll end up buried in that yard with that dog. Or worse, you seriously do not know what kind of crazy that lady eats for breakfast.
He's gonna find out. Earth and air. No results. Ancient witch. There she is. Memories coming flooding back. Damn, that's a super good reverse image search. How'd they find that? How did he find this on the internet? Okay, so maybe he wants to bring his brother back and not his mom. This is the outfit that he was wearing when he first encountered her. Okay. Should have been a little quieter breaking into this house. You're so loud, brother. That's what did it.
Hey!
Okay, it's really
Stop!
Seeing this from the other view is
Oh my god, what am I doing?
so funny. She saw him as like this expert criminal.
Sorry!
Hold your horses! Stop!
I'll stop if you stop!
Cramp! Hooligan?
Hooligan. Boner family
So,
reunion.
Curious.
Pitch a
What
tent.
compelled you to break into the home of a decorated detective?
Detective. Oh, that's not what I was expecting, but actually I can totally see that for you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Dirtbag.
I came here with a somewhat unorthodox plan to release you from the spell you're weirdly committed to, but could I just trouble you for a glass of water? Or... Yeah.
It's so interesting seeing the other side of that.
Maybe not with the physical violence?
Do not want to poke
You're right.
that.
I do not want to poke the bear.
Good. Where were you last night between the hours of 1 and 3 a.m.?
See, I feel like you've typecast me as the mouthy teen who didn't actually kill the victim, but is guilty of some other B-story crime.
That does fit.
So, there you go. That'll work. That won't work. Okay, now you know what? You do you.
Total loser.
Or totally lying.
Let's find out.
Hey.
Tell me about this.
Those are daisies.
Tell me who she is.
Who?
Tell me what happened to her.
What are you talking about? These are just flowers. Exoe hunc feminam de fixa.
What are you doing?
Exoe hunc feminam de fixa.
What is that? Shut your mouth.
Exoe hunc feminam de fixa. That's really tight.
Shut your mouth.
Come on, I do not want to go back in the closet.
That's funny.
The witch's room. I want you to take me there.
Why do you need the
I
room?
wanna take you there in the midnight hour.
Who are you?
My name is William Kaplan.
Okay, so he could hear himself say it.
Say again.
I'm Billy Maximoff.
You're goddamn right you are. So neither one worked. Like when he said William Kaplan and when he said Billy Maximoff. Interesting. That's some steamy hot mud. Okay. How did you claw your way out? Oh no. Lily, a special thing. You broke it.
That was quite a debut.
It was indeed.
A sigil. What's that? Power is what I'm missing.
When did you figure it out?
I had a feeling when we first met. Even with the sigil in the way, you and your mother have the same tell.
Interesting. And what is that?
I wasn't sure until you. It's nice to see you again. Billy.
She knows exactly which one of them you were.
Billy. William.
Both.
You can hear me now.
Every witch with a beating heart can hear you now. Lilia and Jen. Yeah, well, what you did was...
Can you get them out of the mud?
But life goes on. Yours, anyway. I mean, I've killed...
At least 7 people.
Oh. My share. But you don't see it holding me back.
I'm not like you.
Where have I heard that before?
Wanda.
Where did you come by this fresh body you're wearing? Don't you dare feel guilty about your talent. You survived. Like witches have been doing for centuries. So you broke the rules. Big deal.
People do it all the time.
Now, if we're gonna make it to the end.
Well, yeah, we're still on the road. We got to keep walking.
I can finish the road on my own.
Oh, sure. With all that power you can't control without throwing a temper tantrum.
I'll figure it out!
I don't think you will.
Does Billy Maximoff want at the end of the road?
Huh. Is it find Mama? No.
No.
She chose a town full of strangers over her own flesh and wires.
She did, yeah. Little old Tomo.
Oh, right. There's two of you. You're after Toby.
Toby!
He's out there somewhere. I can sense him, I just can't find him.
Gosh, you really are a Maximoff. Otherwise, none of this would be nearly as dramatic.
He's my brother.
Drama queens running the family.
Just know that I do not trust you. At all. Ever.
Oh well. Twirling her mustache.
Got it. Let's go find the next trial.
Where's
Last one there is a nice person.
Where's Rio? What's she up to?
I'm not that nice.
That's the end? Come on. Okay, we have now been officially introduced fully to the character of Wiccan, otherwise known as Billy Maximoff slash Billy Kaplan. And we get a kind of quick and down dirty, rundown of how this character exists. It's not quite the same as in the comics, but in the MCU version, I think it works perfectly fine, right? Like Billy or William Kaplan, he never went by Billy back in the day. William Kaplan, he crashed after his bar mitzvah, and it was at the same time as Agatha and Wanda's fight, and at the same time of, well, not at the same time of their fight. It was right after the fight, during the period where Wanda is saying goodbye to her kids, saying goodbye to Vision in the living room, all these things. And when they disappeared was at the same time that William Kaplan died, right? Like I'm pretty sure he died in that car accident. And good old Billy, his soul was just like, you know what? I'm gonna latch on to this child. I'm gonna jump on in here. And he took over, and, he went on the next 3 years living his life. Meanwhile, Wanda decided she was just gonna go universe hopping to find some new kids. Right? If she only knew that her child was basically living a couple miles down the road, she could have just walked on over. She might have killed that mom, though. She might have killed his parents and been like, this is my kid. But she didn't. She instead went universe hopping, got in a fight with Doctor Strange, tried to kill an innocent teenager, and then got crushed by a mountain, as things go. And Billy, he just, he kept living his life as William, pretending to be William, pretending he had memories of this kid's life, even though he didn't. I don't know if he had any, like how much did he remember of his own life? Like, did he remember being in this town? I mean, he wouldn't have had that many memories, because how long did Wanda keep these people enslaved? Like a week? Basically. From the time that this child was born to the time that Wanda's hex came down, I feel like it was a week or two at max. You know, it was not a substantial amount of time, maybe like a couple days. And I mean, who knows? It could have been longer. If you know exactly how long it was in like real life time, leave that in the comments below. But in terms of like the character time, like he was probably around 13 because he got aged up multiple times by Wanda, right? Like each episode, even within the same episode, they like jumped years. So he obviously didn't have real memories of that time. So he may have had like a week's worth of memories overall, but he still like had those intrinsic connections with the people around him, and he kind of remembered things. Like he remembered the name Agatha Harkness, I think. He recognized the names Wanda and Vision. He recognized Tommy. I mean, he said Tommy right when he woke up, but there are things that he remembered about Billy Maximoff's life that he definitely did not remember about William Kaplan's life. So I think he's fully Billy now and not William. But yeah, it was super fun to see him go on this like mini investigative journey as he's trying to figure out like what the heck happened, trying to figure out how he came to be the way he is. When he was like, I'm meeting a guy from Reddit, I was like, how funny would it be if it's Ralph Boner? Because I just assumed that like Evan Peters is like a big star, and I just kind of assumed that he was too big to be in this show, but like he was in WandaVision, so it makes sense. And then he actually appears as Ralph Boner. I was like, no way. Like, I was kidding. It's so funny that he's back, and he's like schizophrenic now because Agatha effed up his life. Like she mentally tortured this man, basically. Like just like the whole town was enslaved by Wanda, he was enslaved by Agatha and enslaved by Wanda. Like he would have had double enslavement going on. I think at one time she had him as a pet, like a rabbit, or that might have just been her actual rabbit because she had that now. But she pretended this man was at least her husband, Ralph Boner. And he was secretly an FBI informant, and she stole his house and all these different things. And it's just like, bro. And watching him like recount his experiences, he's like, I was a terrible influence on Billy and Tom. Like, he feels ashamed about that. It's just so funny. But yeah, it was so cool to see him back. And then seeing the flip side of Agatha's investigation was really funny, because it's like there's only a couple moments where even the dialogue matches up, and everything else is him being like, what is happening? So it kind of goes along to support Agatha's like delusionment and how she never quite figured it out, because even if the rest of the town was being like, hey Agatha, why are you being so weird? Like, she would have perceived it as them playing along. It was also fun to see how the other members of the Coven had kind of connections to him before they ever met up as a Coven, which may signify some sort of like divine intervention of like forming this Coven. Like, I don't think he actively like searched these people out. Like, they definitely didn't remember him. Like, Lilia forgot who he was as soon as she made the sigil. We know who made the sigil now with Lilia. We know that Alice was the cop that helped. Jen was on a YouTube ad. You know, Agatha, her history can be tracked on the internet somehow. Like, some internet sleuths like know who she is, which is kind of crazy. Like, he figured out her whole history in like a 5-minute Google search, which is wild. And then we learned what his ultimate goal is, right? He's not trying to find Wanda or bring her back. He's not trying to bring back Vision or find Vision. His ultimate goal is to bring his brother back. And as far as we know, all the other witches on the Witches' Road are dead now. So Alice is dead. Jen and Lilia are dead. And now they're going to find the next trial. I assume Rio is like hanging back to like maybe like shepherd them into the afterlife or something, because she is she is Lady Death, I assume. You know, I feel like we're going to get that confirmed for us at some point, but she didn't appear in this. Even when they walked away, she wasn't there, so she's probably doing something that maybe we'll figure out next episode. I don't know. But we now have pretty much all of our mysteries cleared up, and now we just proceed probably for the final trial on the Witch's Road. There might be 2 more, I don't know, probably just 1, but maybe 2. And I'm just very curious to see, you know, where it takes us. Like, how are we gonna potentially get Tommy back? If we get Tommy back, is it gonna be in the same body of the kid from WandaVision? Like, that would that would suck for, I mean, it sucks for the guy who played him, the kid that played him in WandaVision. Like, he just kind of gets booted because the character of Wiccan is technically in a different body. But the character of Tommy, like, he could probably come back as himself. I don't know. It's very interesting. One thing I'm intrigued about is how Agatha was able to pull herself out of the mud, and Jen and Lilia were not. Like, they died. They died down there, but Agatha was able to pull herself back onto the road. How did she do that? Like, I don't 100% know how she was able to do that and they weren't. Maybe they're not actually dead. That's a possibility. Or maybe since Rio Death has already, like, placed her claim on Agatha, she, like, didn't allow her to die there. I don't know. It's very, very curious. But we are almost done with the show. I think there's only 2, maybe 3 episodes. This show is like 8 or 9 episodes, so we're very close to the end. And I'm really excited to see where it takes us. Definitely let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. I'm very curious to see how you feel. Otherwise, if you enjoyed my reaction, please leave a like on the video. It means a lot to me. If you're new here, hit subscribe, ring the bell so you're notified when I upload. And then if you want to see the full uncut version of this reaction, consider supporting me on Patreon or joining YouTube memberships. You just sync up your own copy of the show and you can watch along with me. But other than that, thank you for watching, and I will catch you guys next time.